You're probably already thinking to yourself, there's no way Paradox by any chance left an exploit in the game where you can get all the land doctrines now, is there? Wrong. So let me go ahead and say a couple really important things here. First off, I did a video a while ago showing you guys how to get both industry technologies like dispersed and concentrated like the doctrines here. You can do this with land doctrines, air doctrines, naval doctrines, and the industry technology. However, there are a couple really weird circumstances. First off, this can work in multiplayer. It depends entirely on when you do it if you're going to do it in multiplayer, but it's really complicated. You have to do it kind of just when somebody starts resyncing into a game, or the game just desynced and the host is getting ready to resync is when you have to do something. Or another option you can do is if you're in single player, you can turn Iron Man mode off and do it that way as well. But if you do try it in multiplayer, I'm going to show people how to actually tell if someone is doing it in multiplayer. So I wouldn't do that in multiplayer if I were you, unless you're playing with friends that don't really care if you do it or not. So let's go ahead and talk about this, but one other thing. There is another method of doing it, and I have no idea how to. If someone in the comments would like to tell people how to do it, I would really appreciate it, because somehow someone playing as Mexico the other day was able to do it without having to do a civil war, without having to do any of the stuff I'm going to show today. He just somehow was able to get it, and I have no idea how he did that. But let's go ahead and show you guys a few different ways on how to do this. So the first method here is probably going to be the easiest. What you need to do is find a country that's either your puppet or you have territory in that you're willing to do this with. So for example, if we were the UK, we could use Israel, because basically this method you have to be able to release yourself. So what does that mean? Over here is China. Every part of China has a core from communist China. So this is how we do it. We click our flag, occupy territories. I think it's the Together for Victory DLC or Death or Dishonor, I believe, that allows us puppet stuff, but you need that for this. So then what you're going to do is release territory. Click OK, and now you're going to go to observe. Now what you're going to do is go up here to this little run right here, and then you're going to click the country you want to play as. You're now going to click the one with the little binoculars and the flag, and now you're playing as that country. Now that you're playing as that country, you can go into your technology slots, research, and research, and boom. Just like that, you now have both doctrines or whatever technology is working on. Now, here is a second way of doing it if you're playing a single player game and you really don't want to go through all those details at the start. You don't care what you're playing as, you just simply want to get right into the game and you don't want to have to release yourself, like you want to play as Germany or Italy or the Soviet Union. All you have to do is pick a country that's about to get annexed, like Ethiopia. Now what you're going to do is delete all your divisions and let the Italian infantry divisions march right into the Ethiopian capital, because we're all friends here, right? Now, what's going to end up happening is once they take out your territory, come on, you know how to take it, come on, I just realized I might have said something bad there. Great, so now you can press OK. Now that you've been annexed, go to observe, and do the exact same thing. Make sure you click the country you want to play as through this, then click the flag button here, and now you're playing as that country. You can then go over here into your technology, and you can literally, well actually Germany's already doing mobile warfare, so then this, and finally this. And now once you play for about a second, you can see the observer mode icon goes away up top, and you are playing as that country, and you are literally going down the doctrines. It doesn't show anything on here, but you can see that you are actually researching the doctrines. This works for all industry techs, all air techs, and after you do this, you can then do the exact same thing with naval techs. It doesn't matter how long you play. Actually, Germany already went down that one. You can do the same thing with air techs. Pretty much everything in Hearts of Iron 4 that you can imagine through a doctrine, it lets you do this as. Now, once you save the game though, let's go ahead and load it up. Now, once you have loaded up the save game, you'll be able to then go inside of your game and you'll see that all of that stuff is now disabled. Or not disabled, but now it looks normal. So you can't swap it after you've already come back into the game, sadly. But as long as you're playing off of that version, you're then able to continue getting those bonuses. So if you've already gone down 2 of the doctrines, say you went down trench warfare, superior firepower, and mobile warfare, as long as the first tech lines up here are done, you'll be able to continue researching them down past that point. Now, before the video is over, I just wanted to say one other thing. Like I said earlier, I do not know how the other method of ways that people are doing it. However, there is a really easy way to tell if someone's doing it. This is actually the save from the game where, well, basically the guy was, what is wrong with the map? Anyway, whatever this is the multiplayer game that I was doing and I was talking about. I caught Mexico doing it. All you have to do if you're ever suspicious about a country actually doing this exploit is just anywhere on that country. It doesn't have to be any specific area. Click any state whatsoever. After you've clicked the state, over here on the left hand side, go to unlock slots, and that's the Mexico that I was talking about. They're really kind of, yeah. So anyway, guys, I just want to go ahead and say that. And also, like I said, I'm really close to that 50,000 subscriber mark. And yeah, don't worry about Africa. Some stuff happened with France, and they took it back. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, really goes to 50,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me if you guys subscribe and help me get there. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Stay awesome.